Hi everyone, my name is Anthony from One Word Drums, and you're very welcome to this short video series on the basics of rhythm. So over the next 4 weeks I'm going to teach you how to be able to play some basic rhythmical patterns. And what we're going to do as we've learned these patterns off is we're going to be able to put them together and create rhythms. And by the end of our time together you should have a pretty good understanding of these basic rhythms and how they work. Now this is for everybody, whether you're 5 or 105, have a go. You'll learn some new skills, and if you take the steps in order and repeat them the way I'm showing you through the whole series of lessons, you'll be in pretty good shape for playing at the end of our time together. Now, to give you some indication of where we're going to wind up, or close to, I'm going to play this short piece of drumming. This is going to incorporate all the elements of what we're going to learn over the next few weeks together. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that's, or thereabouts, is where we're going to hopefully end up at the end of our 4 weeks together. So what I played for you there has got 4 elements to it. And we're going to call them element 1, which are quarter notes, element 2, which are 8 notes, element 3, which are 16 notes, and element 4, which is the breakdown, which is the piece we're going to use to tie them all together. Now, not everybody is going to have a drum, so that's okay. If you don't have a drum, don't worry about it. Learning the basics, maybe a drum is even a distraction for you. So if you have a tabletop, you can play on a tabletop. You can use your knees. You might have a plastic container. If you can get a sound out of it, absolutely have a go. You can use that. If you don't have anything else, you can start with your knees. And who knows, maybe for your birthday, maybe Christmas comes around, you can get a drum. Maybe you know somebody you can borrow one off. But you can learn the basic patterns simply by knowing how to count and by playing it on your knees. And for today's lesson, pretty much just clap it. So, like I said, it's for everybody. All of these elements work together. They can be all played separately. So if there's a family of you playing together, once you've learned the basic patterns, one person can play one pattern, the other person can play the next, and so on. And they all lock together with a pretty interesting piece. So, I hope you have fun. That's what this is about. It's really about us all just having a go and learning some new skills. Now, to help us in our quest to learn this new information that we're going to get, we're going to use a metronome. Now you can download a metronome, or you can use a metronome on your smartphone or wherever you got it. Perhaps you're in a musical household and you have a metronome. That's fine. If you do, I want you to set the metronome to 60 beats a minute. And we're going to turn it on, so listen. Now with the metronome set to 60 beats a minute, we're first going to listen to it, and we're going to count in our head, not out loud, until we lock in with the click. And that could take a minute or two, and just turn it on and do that. Listen in silence. After you feel you've connected with the click, count in your head. Count. Then when you feel you've connected with that, I want you to count out loud. And when you're counting out loud, I want you to also clap, like this. So we're going to count in like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, Excellent. Now that simple exercise has us learning to count what's called the first element of what we're going to learn, and that's called quarter notes. And they're simply 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're going to try and put it in context of what we're learning. So we're going to put 4 bars, and then we're going to take a break, a rest for a bar, and then we're going to put 4 bars together again. So we're going to try it like this. You ready? Here we go. If you play along with me, you'll connect with it fairly easily. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 2, 3, 4. 3, 2, 3, 4. 4, 2, 3, 4. Rest. 2, 3. Once again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 2, 3, 4. 3, 2, 3, 4. 4, 2, 3, 4. And rest. 2, 3. This time on your legs like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 2, 3, 4. 3, 2, 3, 4. 4, 2, 3, 4. And rest. 2, 3. Once again. And 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 2, 3, 4. 3, 2, 3, 4. 4, 2, 3, 4. And rest. Perhaps you have a tabletop. Get close to the tabletop and simply like this. And 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 2, 3, 4. 3, 2, 3, 4. 4, 2, 3, 4. And rest. Perhaps you have a plastic container. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 2, 3, 4. 3, 2, 3, 4. 4, 2, 3, 4. And rest. 2, 3. If you have a drum, you're lucky. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 2, 3, 4. 3, 2, 3, 4. 4, 2, 3. Now back to just counting. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 2, 3, 4. 3, 2, 3, 4. 4, 2, 3, 4. And rest. So we're developing our rhythmical sense and we're learning to count quarter notes. So that's the foundation for everything that we're going to do together. Now, if you're lucky enough to have a djembe, we're going to be using 2 sounds. The drum makes a lot of different sounds, but basically we're going to be trying to get the bass sound out of it, which we get by striking the drum in the center. And we're going to try and get the rim sound out of it, which we're going to get by striking the drum out towards the rim, to give us 2 distinctive sounds. So the shape of my hand should be like this. And when I strike the drum, my hand is going to come down flat. So my hand is parallel with the drum. My whole hand strikes the center of the drum. And that's going to give me a nice bass sound. And it should be simply like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 2, 3, 4. So on and so forth. Now, when I want to get the rim sound out of it, if I put my hands on the drum like this and make a triangle and I'm touching my thumbs at the back, now the knuckles and my fingers are resting on the drum head. That's where I want to be in order to be able to get the next sound. So it's like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 2, 3, 4. 3, 2, 3, 4. 4, 2, 3, 4. Excellent. So, like I said, you may not have a drum. If you have a table, if you bring all of your hand in, a few inches in from the edge of the table, and keep your hands in there to where you're going to play them nice and flat, you'll get your most bassy sound. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then if you move your hands back so as your knuckles are in line with the edge of the table, and you can use all your fingers to get the other sound. 1, 2, and it's probably easier to demonstrate it on something like this. For the full sound, I put all of my hand in where I go 1, 2, 3, 4, and if I move my hand back so my knuckles, and I can hold it like this, and now I get 1, 2, 3. And if I just practice that over and over again, all the time using my click, it's really important to keep me in time, then I'm going to be able to master the first element, which are quarter notes. And everything we've just done there contributed to us being able to play the first element. And once we can do that and we master that, we can then build all the other stuff on top of it. Now, the fourth element is a piece that's going to tie all the other elements together. So we're also going to talk about that today. And we're going to practice that pretty much in the same way, and then we'll try and put both together. Now the fourth element is what's called the breakdown. And we can use the breakdown in a number of different ways. So I'm going to invite you to clap along with me, and you'll be able to get a sense of how this fourth element sounds. And it's like this: 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Rest. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. And rest. 2. If you're on your legs, you're like this: 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. If you have a tabletop, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, this might take a little while just to master that, but if you just repeat that over and over again, pretty soon you'll be able to play it, and you'll be able to play it in time. So then what we're going to do is we're going to put both of those elements together. Now, anytime you're going to play a piece of music, whatever it is, it really helps to know what it is that you're going to be playing. So we're going to count out first before we start to play this piece by putting our element number 1, which is our quarter notes, and our element number 4, which is our breakdown, together. And if I put them together, they would sound like this. We're going to learn to clap it first, so it's like this. And I'm going to go with my click again, because it's very important. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. So that's how they're going to connect to each other. Now we're going to put both of those elements together. Element number 1, which is our quarter notes, and element number 4, which is our breakdown. So we have our click: 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 2, 3, 4. 3, 2, 3, 4. 4, 2, 3, 4. Breakdown. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 2, 3, 4. 3, 2, 3, 4. 4, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 2, 3, 4. 3, 2, 3, 4. 4, 2, 3. Last time. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 2, 3, 4. 3, 2, 3, 4. 4, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 2, 3, 4. 4, 2, 3, 4. 4, 2, 3, 4. 4, 2, 3, 4. 4, 2, 3, 4. 4, 2, 3, 4. 4, 2, 3, 4. 4, 2, 3, 4. 4, 2, 3, 4. 4, 2, 3, 4. 4, 2, 3, 4. 4, 2, 3, 4. 4, 2, 3, 4. 4, 2, 3, 4. 4, 2, 3, 4. 4, 2, 3, 4. 4, 2, 3, 4. 4, 2, 3, 4. 4, 2, 3, 4. 4, 2, 3, 4. 4, 2, 3, 4. 4, 2, 3, 4. 4, 2, 3, 4. 4, 2, 3, 4. 4, 2, 3, 4. 4, 2, 3, 4. 4, 2, 3, 4. 4, 2, 3, 4. 4, 2, 3, 4. 4, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so practice those steps, rewind, go back, go over the whole thing, play along with me, and in no time you'll have element number 1 and element number 4 off, and we'll combine them with what we're going to learn in the next lesson, which will be element number 2 and how to put them all together. Thank you very much, see you next time, and make it funky. Bye for now.